It's your boy Jay back with another reaction video, whatever's on the noggin, where we sit here and discuss and talk about whatever comes to the noggin. I truly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. You see them thumbs up down there? Hit that like button below. You see that bell icon? Ring it so you can be notified when my videos drop. And as always, me giving credit to the content creator of these videos. Let's get into this. What is this? The Truth from Within, PT23. Let's get it. The truth always matters, no matter what anybody say. Let's go.
Let's give a round of applause for how you black queens are raising these girls. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. You guys are raising them with no dignity, a sense of entitlement that they should not have. And on top of that, the rudeness level that you are raising these young girls with is honestly disgusting.
I agree.
It was a gift exchange at school for my 11-year-old son who's in 6th grade. Right, so we had to sign a paper. You signed the paper and said, hey, yeah, my daughter wants to participate. We're gonna do a gift exchange, $25 maximum, whatever, right? So my son gets the Roblox. I should have known something was up. We're gonna call the girl P. P's thing says she likes baddies. Yeah, she likes baddies. That's her favorite show. She's like 11 or 12 in 6th grade, but her favorite show is baddies. That to me should have rang a bell.
That was a red flag right there, but you know what that was. What? Like I said, a lot of these kids can't read and write, and can't even, they don't even know the time. Like, we was raised up with the hand clock. A lot of these kids are raised up with a digital clock. They don't know time. They don't know, I remember learning cursive handwriting in the 3rd grade. These kids that's coming out of high school and that's in school now can't even write no signature. I see most people just put a line through it. I'm like, what the hell is that? That's not your John Hancock. Is that what they teaching y'all to do in school these days? To come to find out, they ain't even teaching that shit really no more in school. So a lot of these kids lost. But I agree with what she said here to say. Let's see what she got to say, because it seems to me that a gift exchange was exchanged and something ain't go right. Let's see.
Should have been like, no, we're not participating. But I said, hey, you know what? Let's give it a go, right? My son really wanted to participate. Let's do it. So we go. I'm like, hey, here's the $25 Roblox gift card that she asked for. Here you go. She asked for clothes. She asked for shoes. This girl asked for a lot of stuff. I'm like, hey, the budget's $25. Like, I don't. You know, I'm sorry your parents don't give you clothes and shoes, but asking another kid's parents to buy you clothes and gift exchange is kind of like, girl, like, what are you thinking? Anyways, so the days are getting closer. Another
red flag.
My son's like, hey, like, I noticed that my gift, wasn't under the tree. I said, hey, you know what? Maybe her parents are waiting to the last day. Last day of the exchange comes, my son's gift is still not under the tree. I said, hey, you know what? Maybe she's gonna bring it the day of, right? The day of shows up. My son gives the girl her gift. And so my son says, hey, where's my gift? She goes, I didn't get you a gift because I don't have to. My son says, but it was a gift exchange. She goes, I don't care what it was. And she takes the gift card and walks away. Mind you, P is black and she wears lace front wigs. And again, her favorite show is baddies.
That's
so
crazy.
At this point, my son's like, whatever, bro. So I'm like, it's not whatever. First off, it's not the point that it was $25. That's neither here nor there. It's the point of her level of entitlement and the fact that she's a scammer at the age of 11 or 12 years old.
That's what a lot of these single household women are raising their kids to be like. They're raising their kids to be like that. And like I said, a lot of us guys, it's sad because a lot of women gonna die alone. And the older generation is just pushing that shit towards the younger generation just to die alone, right along with them, because misery love company. And I mean, that's sad though. You get what I'm saying? For someone to be in the 6th grade with that attitude and already have that. But I see that in today's kids. So it ain't just her singling out that one child, because there's a lot of children that got that same attitude, and that's because they learning that shit from their mom. They be like, well, worry about the daddy. Y'all got rid of him, remember? Because the government told y'all to get rid of him. Or your own, let me take that back, not the government, your own emotions and feelings told you to get rid of him, and that's what was done. So, but this is the result of a single parent household raised by single women teaching other women. And it's sad, you get what I'm saying, that a lot of these guys, and I talk to a lot of women, I'm like, what do you think about the way that these women are raising these little girls, propping them up for your sons, and they say it's all scary, and it is scary because it's just the level of disrespect and entitlement. And like I said, that's not a worldwide thing. That's just over here in this Western European world over here. You get what I'm saying? These women are just entitled, and it starts from the older down to the younger. And it's crazy that you seeing that develop at that age. Someone in the 6th grade. That's crazy.
Over here at Scammy, she knew she was not going to get a gift. Her parents knew she was not going to give him a gift. And so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, what was the point of this? For a $25 gift card and to make someone feel what? What did you want him?
I blame the teacher as well, because the teacher should have stepped in and said something whenever the gift wasn't, you have a certain date. The teacher should have took some accountability and be like, it may be a possible that she may not be able to give such a gift, and she should have took that guy who gave that girl a gift off of the list. You get what I'm saying? So I think that would have been a fair thing
to feel about himself. You know what I mean? And so I go down to the school because I'm like, absolutely not. I say, call her mama and tell her to come up here because we need to know if her mom actually got him a gift or not. The mom was like, well, I didn't know. I forgot. Mind you, mama in bonnet and pajamas. Daughter must have been wearing a lace front that belongs to her and the mama, because mama had a bonnet on her head. Her hair wasn't done at all. And she's like, I don't know. I mean, we was talking about the gift exchange and blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, ma'am. I'm like, you don't have to get loud. We're just asking for the gift card back. She's like, oh, it's just a funky ass little $25. It's not even that serious. Okay, well, give us the gift card back. She's like, well, my daughter already put it on her account. Okay, well, give me $25. And I don't have to pay. I said, you know what? At the end of the day, baby, you're right. You guys needed more than us. You go to keep. We don't need nothing, baby. We balling. She's like, we balling over here, baby. We got money. We got racks, baby. You don't even know. My baby got Jordans. My baby. I'm like, okay, my son owns an acre of land and a home, so he has a trust fund. So what are we really comparing here? You know what I mean? And that was her mindset to bring up that her baby has Jordans. I don't care. I said, you know what? You're right. You guys go ahead and have fun. I said, little mama, you enjoy the gift card. I have a Merry Christmas. I took my son. I said, you know what? You handled that very well. He was like, you know what, mom? Like, I'm not into drama.
And I'm glad that women like this are starting to realize, because usually the women advocate for other women to treat their sons like shit, dog shit. And, them times is coming to an end. We need good women like this to call out these bad women that sit here and raising these wicked ass women up to sit here and deceive their children as they get older. So I'm glad shit like this is, it's sad that it happened, but it has to hit home for a lot of these women to sit here and see that y'all ain't no damn good. And y'all teaching y'all young girls the same shit that y'all do. So I'm glad to see shit like this is being on the forefront and talked about in podcasts, because we need more women like this to stand up. We do.
I'm just not into it. I said, I understand, baby. So I took him to the store. I got him a $25 Roblox gift card, and we went home. That was it. But at the end of the day, like I told the teacher, I said, you were supposed to be monitoring the situation.
That's what I said.
I said, when you noticed that the deadline had passed and she had not brought a gift, you could have saved everybody some drama and some trouble by saying, hey, Pete, you don't have your gift, so we're going to rearrange the gift exchange.
Exactly. That's all they had to do.
So instead of putting my son in a position and me in a position where we had to confront somebody over a $25 gift, you know what I mean? So again, it's just like I said, like the little girl, for her to just have that sense of entitlement, that sense of I don't give a F and then
the teacher have to realize when the next year come for when the next year gift exchange or something like that, you wonder why these kids, he might not want to participate because of that. So I totally agree the teacher should have stepped in and handled that, but just the world we living in, man.
This age is kind of crazy. Like, how bold are you to say, oh, I don't have to because I didn't want to? How bold are you to do that? What kind of people are you guys raising?
They don't give a shit. I mean?
And it's not like an isolated, it's not an isolated.
It's not.
Almost all act this way. It's not an isolated event. You know what I mean? And mind you, she literally And I'm gonna have the school check that address because my daughter knows her older sister, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, they're not even supposed to be at the school." She's like, "They were using the grandma's address, and because they live in like a different city or whatever, right? And they were using the grandma's address, but the grandma moved too, so they're not even supposed to be in our school district." Let's start with that. So again, I'm about to have them check that address, baby, because you're not gonna be up here with your ghetto ways stanking up the place.
Damn.
Everybody thinks they have so many options now. Because our phones keep us surrounded by faces, followers, and flattery, we confuse attention with availability.
Exactly.
And just because somebody likes your picture doesn't mean that they could love your soul. And just because they reply to your story doesn't mean that they're ready for your story. You call them options, but most of them are just distractions. Imagine this. You're standing in a store surrounded by beautiful clothes. Everywhere you look, you want everything you see. You would wear all of it. It's amazing. But guess what? Only one of those items actually fits you. The rest only look good on the hanger.
Facts.
That's kind of like what relationships have become. Because everybody's trying on things, but nobody wants to keep what fits. And see, right now, your ego is telling you you've got all these options. But that's only until life humbles you and you finally wake up to the fact that options do not mean alignment.
I agree.
Because not every attraction can hold your values. And not every vibe can handle your truth. Not every hey has a future in it. So don't you dare go throwing away the person who chooses you for people who only notice you.
I agree.
That's not abundance. That's arrogance. This whole illusion of options is the fastest way to end up with none.
And I agree, she cooking, because a lot of these women, they think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And then they realize they had to gave up something that was really worth it, and it's too late. And what Kevin Samuel say to you, a lot of y'all bitches, winter is coming. Meaning you better get you a good person to shack up with and not no simp ass guy that's gonna just come through and smash you down. Y'all ladies, but a lot of ladies like that. That's what they want. They want somebody they can sit there and control. That's what they want. And y'all think that options or the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, and it's really not. And it's just sad. I mean, I think a lot of y'all need to invest in PetSmart. Go to PetSmart. That's what I think.
Because real options require connection, character, and commitment.
Facts.
And those aren't in your DMs. Those are built through discipline.
That's right.
Ask you, when you turned 18, did you register for the Selective Service?
No.
Okay. All right. Why? If there was a draft, do you think it's fair that women don't have to register and go fight on the front lines? You're equals. You're equals, right?
I'm not that type of feminist.
Well. Then where is this fair coming into it?
I am here to talk about the topic of being an alpha female.
Hey, hold up. Whoa. I'm talking about what you said. You said it's not fair. And I said, okay, if you want fair, what do you really want fair?
In some ways.
That's bullshit.
Can't be in some ways. If you're a feminist, y'all all say, women sit here and try to dictate shit. You sit here and say equal, and I saw he sitting there saying, well, equality would mean y'all women can go on the front line and shoot and be on the front line when it comes to war, but y'all not gonna do no shit like that. So ain't no such shit as equal. That's the point. And all that feminist bullshit need to be thrown in the fucking trash, because that's all it is. It's all the fuck it is.
I should be able to speak my, voice my opinion.
No, you're entitled to a wrong-headed opinion, but you're entitled to a wrong-headed opinion, and guess what? Men have made it possible for you to have a wrong-headed opinion.
Exactly.
And still have a roof over your head. We've civilized the world in general to where women can come out here talking about it's not fair.
Yep, he's certainly right. It's a lot of simps that'll sit there and take care of a lot of these women, and where they can sit there and say that. You get what I'm saying? That's why we need to stop that simping. And like I always say, my message is really towards the man, to get your man purses right, to get your spirit right, to get your knowledge right. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, in the future, gotta see you somebody. If not, because we make bad decisions on our own when it comes to choosing women. I say that all the time, and that holds to be true. We don't know the right women to pick. Usually the right woman that come through ain't gonna act like it's kind of easy now in this society to see a good woman from a wicked woman. A lot of people say you can't tell. No, you can tell by attitude. You can tell specifically off attitude. You can tell. You can tell you got to vet these women because they do lie. So you have to vet them for some time, at least 3 to 6 months to a year, maybe 2 to 3, before that demon come out of before the demon come out of them. You'll be able to see who they really are, because they can't keep it trapped in too long. The real them will come out to the surface, and when they expose, not to make that bad decision. Like a lot of these women make bad decisions when choosing men, and we make bad decisions when choosing women as well. So that's why my focus be towards the guys. Like, get your career right, get your mind right, get your man purse right, and the hell with these women. They'll come. They'll always be available. Well, that's it for another video. Like I said, I truly appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button below. You see that bell icon, ring it so you can be notified when my videos drop. And as always, peace, love, safety. Jay is out.